Let's take a look here and see if this does it. Let's see, white space before or after the PHP opening or closing tag. So let's go ahead and take a look here. Haha. All right, let's try this. And see if that does it. And there's not anything else here. So let us go and cross fingers and see if this does it. Well, I'll be darned. That actually did it. Thank you, 80 AB Delta, for taking care of that. That fixed everything. So we're going to go ahead. I'll re-add that in a moment. I'm just going to go ahead and put everything back here. PHP, close this, save, cross fingers, and we'll be able to move forward. All right, we're ready to move forward. So we'll go ahead and we're going to go and re-add in everything else from before. Yay, we're able to move forward. So we got all these things. I'm going to go ahead, save it. We're going to refresh. And we have all of these that should be available. Now, if you're looking over here, you should see things like partners and guests of honor and tickets. It's hard to keep track of everything over here, isn't it? And where's the events? Okay, partners, events, tickets, and events is missing, so we're going to go and re-add events. Oh, it's there. It's just not there. That's why it's hiding. So we go back and look here. Bingo. Oh, right. Now, as you can see, one of the problem is they all have that thumbtack. So what we are going to do, and this is again where Google is your friend. So we're going to go WordPress, custom post type, and icon. How to add custom post types, or aka dash icons. Pretty much learning everything that I've figured out. Oh, this is talking about a plugin. We don't need a plugin. And as you're building out your UI, what you can do is look at all these different dash icons. So we're going to go back to, oh, they don't have dash icon listed here. We'll just type it in here. Alright, so we go take a look here. And then we go back over to here. We'll just Google this out. So now that we have the function reference, we go dash icon. So menu icon, and what you can do is look here. So that's going to be in this list. So like show in menu. So menu icon is going to be one of it. So what we then do here is Menu icon. Yep, I just found it. Yep, I found it. Its memory is bad because, again, I've decided I was going to think around with this instead of going to bed at a normal time. So going through and dash icon. So what we will do for events is we will just go through and use this one. And we will just have this as an example. Press comma, save, and we are going to refresh this again. And in theory, this should work. Menu icon, did I not save it? Oh, all right, underscore. Always double check your code. See, now this is a calendar, so it makes it easier to track that down. Now what we're going to do is go back over here. So for instance, now we have a couple of other options we still need to figure out so we can make it easier to track. So for instance, partners and sponsors. So usually I think businesses with that. So we go and we look around for something that will be fun that you can keep track of or someone else can keep track of for partners or businesses or whatnot. So what I would probably do in that point is let's just go with the globe just to be fun here. And we go back down here, menu icon and icon, and totally butterfingers right now. All right, we have that set up when we can go ahead and for the guests of honor, let's just use this guy here. And get that taken care of. Now ticket types. And let's take a look for something that will be fun. They make me think of tickets. There we go. So dash icon, tickets. And we're going to go ahead and add that in here. Nope, cart before horse, put that here. All right, so we have everything set up. Finish that up. Cross fingers, and what we are going to do here is reload. Now if you go ahead and take a look, you can see all these different things set up, but you can see it's visually different from everything else. So as you're moving on, getting this taken care of, this will help you with you or the person who's building out the site with referencing things. Now we're at this point, like say we wanted to create an event. So we go here. We have our nice little event dashboard. We say add new. All we have here is add the post. And then we also have it where there's this. We don't want to go through and create a whole bunch of metadata. So what we are going to do is we are going to come up with ways to be able to track all those custom fields. So what I'm going to do here is we are going to go over to plugins. There is a plugin that I've used before. They have an awesome support site. It is called Advanced Custom Field. And we're going to go here. Okay, post type select field, advanced custom fields. Where is just the plain advanced custom field? Why don't I just click on one of these and see if it has it listed here? Okay, let's try this. Alright. You know what? I'm just going to go to the website. Because this is a little bit annoying. There we go. Okay, so we just want this. So what I am going to do here is just say, screw it, we're going to download this and upload it. Because there's, again, as you can see, there's a million of these things. So what we are going to do is then choose File from Downloads. See all my cute pictures here, and Advanced Custom Fields. There we go. I'm going to go back and activate the plugin. Now, if you saw before when we were on the normal or on the Google search, there actually is a full website here for Advanced Custom Field. And it does have some cool documentation if you want to go deep when it comes to things like filters. So what we can talk about that in a future episode. I just want to get us to a point where we can go through and talk a little bit about the functionality they have here before we wrap up for the evening. So Advanced Custom Fields over here is where you have everything set up. So you click on the custom field, and then what you can do is add new. There's a couple of great features on this, so you can name this, but what you can do is have it locked to a certain post type. So for instance, if we want to have post type is equal to event, we can do that. And then what we can do here is have it, for instance, an event date. So we got this. We don't have a date yet. So what we can do is actually go ahead and we'll just say header image here. And then events. And then what you're going to do is header image. And that already populates for you. Now if you wanted to go and tell whoever you're working with what sort of pixel dimensions or whatnot to have, you can have that here. You can make it required. Return value is going to come up when you're dealing with website development. Preview size. Have it where if let's say you just want it opened or uploaded to the post. Now you can all set up. Now we're going to go ahead and publish. And what that's going to do is that's going to save it. So if I go back over to events and decide I want to add new, then what is going to happen is, ta-da, we have at the bottom the little header image thing. Now what you can do here is they have all these things. Like for instance, you can position the location of everything. You can have it where you have styles on here. You can have it where certain other things are hidden on this edit screen. So those are different items that you can change using this. What I like about this plugin is where we have export. Now what you can do here is if you're working on multiple projects where you're building this as a template, what I would suggest doing is exporting this as PHP, and then what you would do is copy all of this into you would copy all of this either into this file or make another PHP file and hook it in to include it. Because what you can now do is anytime you install this program or install this plugin and you have advanced custom fields also there, you don't have to redo everything guys from scratch. So if you're doing like deploying a whole bunch of websites, this is a way of being able to get everything taken care of rather quickly. Now, one of the things we can do later on is, let's say you want to look at, well, what exactly do we have available for advanced custom fields when it comes to content types that we can add in. So we're going to go ahead and take a look here, like for instance, date times. So we got this post type select. We got fields builder, everything else. So we go ahead and see, we got font awesome. So we're able to do font awesome icons if we wanted to add those in later on. If we want to do widget groups, number sliders. May not want that right away, but that is always something you may want to look at for different projects that are out there. So what we're going to do is take a look for date. This was what I was looking for. So date picker. Date and time picker. Or was it the other one? I'd have to take a look here, but it's either way. And one of the things you can do is if you're not quite sure, what you're able to do is click on it and take a look here, and it'll give you an idea of, well, how many installs are out there and when was the last time it was updated. So this doesn't have any ratings on it, so if it turns out people like it, you should probably leave a rating so you can try and let other people know that this is out there. And then we also have date and time picker. So let's take a look here. So 20,000 plus tells me that that's probably going to be a little bit more what we may want to use if others have. Hi, Lamar. Sorry, I didn't see you a couple moments ago. All right, so we're going to go ahead. We've already got this taken care of. Let's go back to our plugins and make sure we get rid of the one that's date and time picker with the ampersand here. We're just going to get rid of this. That way we don't clutter up this whole area. Now what we're going to do is activate this, and we're going to go over back to custom fields, back to events, and we are going to give this a start time and an end time. So we got date and time picker for jQuery. And then we got date and time picker. Goes through. If you want to do alternate formatting, you can. Save as timestamp. Most usually been in touch. So we're going to add this and then do end time. Go through jQuery date time picker. And then we get that taken care of, and we are going to go and save this. So if we go ahead and we do that, what we're going to do is if we go over to events and we decide we want to add a new event, then what will happen is you can see here we have the header image, we have date and time. So we are now able to go through and do the date and time of whatever event we want to have that we publish. So with that, it has been a while on going through this. We've dealt with a hurdle on the coding side. So we're going to wrap this up for today. So next time what we're going to do is we're going to delve a bit deeper on building out the different content types that are out there. So there's different things you want to take a look at, and then also starting to build a relationship. So for instance, let's say that an event has a host, or how do you make the connections? Who do you make the connections with? on there. Also, likewise, let's say you have a premier event that requires a certain type of ticket. How do we build out those relationships using advanced custom field so that we're able to then get that taken care of? So there's a couple of ways we can go ahead on this. I'm hoping to stream daily. It depends on my schedule. I'm actually being invited to do a podcast tomorrow. Thank you. So yeah, I'm gonna see what my schedule is like and try and publish a more regular schedule. This was more just me off the cuff seeing how this works since this is my first time doing this. So yeah, we're going to be working a little bit more on these projects. This is just something me rehashing out a project that I rushed through a couple months ago, actually building out the code on this, making it something launchable. And then I have other projects that I wanted to be able to show off on what I'm working on, and then also potentially get feedback on it. So for those of you who are tuning in, it's like, okay, who is this person and how do you follow? So there should be some sort of follow button on the live coding stream area. I'm not that familiar with the UI yet. If you are interested in supporting me, then what I would recommend that you do is follow me on Patreon as well. So it's patreon.com geekgirlcoding, where you get to learn a little bit more about me, about what I've done for the geek and gaming community, specifically the World of Darkness live action role playing community is where I have a lot of cred when it comes to my code geeking. And I wanted to start doing videos like this to train in the next generation of code geeks, and then hopefully get some sanity money on there as well. So if you really love what I'm doing, always feel free to donate. I'll eventually have tiers where you can also provide feedback or ideas on, well, with this website, let's add some additional features. How would you build in X, Y, and Z? And we can hopefully start doing that. So again, thank you everyone for tuning in, for being patient as I made some very rookie mistakes and plowed through them. And again, next time around, what we're going to do is for sure we'll do that. Okay. And so what next time around, what we're going to do is start to really build out these different sections and relationships. And then the final step on this is going to be theming, actually coming up with the output that will then show up on the website. So looking forward to working with you all later, and have a great night, everyone.